Okay, Fishman 2508. You want to be careful with thinking that you're one of the best players in the state, because even if that were true, you have to keep on growing. Right? It's getting a little bit better every day. And maybe the problem is that there's no one on your team who you can aspire to be like. So you're actually limited by being one of the best players on your team. There's a good rule, and the rule is don't be the best player on your team, because once you're the best player on your team, you're limited to personal, individual training to elevate your play or competition. Ideally, you kind of want to be the worst player on your team, right? Because that means your teammates will, every practice session is going to elevate your training intensity. So for those reasons, I would actually look into immediately trying to train with an age group above you, even if that means you have to come early or stay late for a second practice. Training with players who are either more physical, more gifted technically, or a coach that demands more of you will raise your training intensity. So the last thing you should be thinking is, I'm the best player in the state, because it's all relative, right? Even if you are, I mean, imagine the player who you could be once you solve this little problem of not having confidence on goal. The second thing I want to stress is that you said you need to fix this problem by August 9th. And what that does, creating that frame, that box of expectation, is actually going to limit your ability to grow for the future, right? I could say I want to be pro before the age of 34. I want to be a millionaire, but before I'm 40, or I want to have kids before I'm 35, right? Like it limits your ability to actually solve your problem, because it's not the most important thing that you could. It's creating that expectation of the future and limiting yourself is actually a restriction that I don't think creates a positive outcome, right? So the real question is, what are some things, what are some effortless things, or even low effort things that can help me be more confident on goal and just not think about shooting, but just start to light the goal up whenever I have a scoring opportunity. Right, you said you have great assisting abilities, and I think that actually works in your benefit, right? Because if all the players who are defending against you notice that you pass often, then when you get on goal, they're going to be looking for the open man to try and defend you, because you're always passing the ball off, right? You're always helping your teammates score. So I think it's a good thing that you're unselfish at the top of the key and in the box. So my gut says that, right, one thing that you commented on is that in practice it's not a problem, and that in individual training it's not a problem finishing on goal, but for some reason when you get into games you hesitate. So I think what would help that? Firstly, breathing, right? Because your ability to stay calm in games will elevate your ability to be aware on the field, so that you could just lift your head up, find the goal, and just put shots on goal, right? The more shots on frame, the more chances that you have of scoring. Right? You want to make the keeper make a save, or force him to make a save, as opposed to just assisting, right? If you're getting frustrated that you're not confident on the ball, so step one is, can I breathe? Search Dr. Vranich, how to breathe, Vranich, right? So most players, soccer players, they look like this. They go. You want to use your belly to breathe. Using your belly is going to effortlessly improve your endurance. It's going to help you stay calm on and off the field in high pressure situations. It's going to massage your internal organs, and it's going to take pressure off your spinal column, right? And it's so powerful. If there's only one thing you take away from this video, if you could change the way you breathe, that'll change the trajectory of your training for the rest of your life. And the reason it's so important is because of the rule of 3. 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 weeks, give or take, without food, you'd be dead. That's why breathing is the most important thing that you can learn. Right, like this. Second thing that you might want to invest in is a kick trainer, right? Kick trainer will allow you to increase the volume of your touches. It's basically like cramming months of shooting training in a very tight time window. It's going to improve both your left and your right foot, your first touch, right? It's going to allow you, in 60 seconds, you could get 60 touches, which means in 10 to 15 minutes, you could get close to 1,000 touches at home before practice, right? If you don't have access to a wall or a training partner, it's a great warm-up tool, right? You could use laces, insides, outsides, right? Even the heel. Right, so this is a way that you can, if you spend a few minutes before practice, after practice, just getting into a nice rhythm, breathing, this is just going to help your first touch and your striking ability. There's also a balance, rhythm, timing component that's just going to improve your game overall. You could get into one-legged balance, right? I made this myself with a size 1 ball and a length of rope as long as your hip bone to your ankle bone, maybe a little shorter, but you can invest in one. My favorite online, it's called an SKLZ Solo Kick Trainer on Amazon. It's $26, and you could beat this ball up. And it's just one tool that, right? Clubs from all over the world use kick trainers. AC Milan, Ajax, Sevilla. Wesley Sneijder talks about using a kick trainer growing up. It's not the only way to improve your striking abilities and finishing on goal, but it's a great way because it's super portable, it's lightweight, and it's cheap, which means you could get so many touches. You just raise the volume of your touches, and since if you hit the ball, it comes right back. It'll really allow you to self-correct, right? It gives you automatic. You get immediate feedback from a hit, which will allow you to correct. So it allows you to really fix your mistakes in an effortless way. I would say question 3 is, can I spend more time juggling different size balls? Most people who aren't great shooters are also, right? If you have poor shooting abilities, then you could say most players who've got poor shooting abilities also have poor juggling abilities. Because you could say juggling is rhythmic shooting, or you could say juggling is rhythmic passing. So just bringing a ball with you everywhere you go will allow you to improve your shooting abilities, and it's once you get into the nice rhythm, it's going to allow you to get your head up, find the goal, and finish on goal. There's also a visualization component. If you just imagine yourself, if you visualize yourself dribbling, getting your head up, and finishing on goal, I think you're going to find that you'll start to score lots of goals, especially if you have all the foundational abilities, which it seems that you do have. Question 4 is, can I bring a size 1 ball with me everywhere I go? And the reason is because if you can spend more time dribbling with a size 1 ball, when you step onto the game field using a size 5, it'll give you a competitive advantage. Because you could argue that using a size 1 ball is harder to manipulate than a size 5. So if you learn this one sequence, it's called the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. It looks like this. You go outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. You may be a great dribbler, but if you add this to your training, your daily training regimen, 60 seconds a day, since it's a rhythmic sequence, right, a rhythmic pattern, it's gonna make your great dribble. It's gonna elevate the dribbling abilities you already have. So it's gonna allow you to dance around defenders, get your head up, so that you can find the pass or find the goal. So let's recap. Question 1, can I learn how to breathe? Belly Breathing by Dr. Vranich. Question 2 is, can I invest or make a kick trainer? Right, my favorite is the SKLZ Solo Kick Trainer. Question 3 is, can I bring a ball with me everywhere I go? And then question 4, can I spend 60 seconds a day learning that Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence? And then it's, can I switch teams? Can I choose a different team, a team that will elevate my play or challenge me? So can I switch the team that I'm on? And then can I spend more time juggling? 60 seconds a day, spending time doing all those things, and you'll score. You'll just have more shots on goal. Right? It's not about scoring. It's about creating more scoring opportunities where you don't hesitate. Right? Find the goal, get your head up, light the goal up as many times as you can. If you have a scoring opportunity, if you have the open pass, find the pass. And it doesn't matter. Like, what's more important, the goal or the assist? It's like chicken or the egg, right? As long as your team's scoring and you're helping them grow, then, right, I wouldn't beat myself up because you're winning awards and you're creating assists. Because if you have the ability to create assists, then the goals will come. You just have to be patient with yourself and take more shots on goal. So hopefully this helps. Reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.